Tim Peake, our first British astronaut, launched into space in December as the country watched on with admiration and excitement. This groundbreaking moment in history could be the fuel that inspires the young minds of tomorrow to become astronauts themselves or further embrace science. Yet, school budget cuts for science lessons means the next generation are losing out on valuable knowledge to help them understand the world around them and beyond. Online games can often be a fantastic introduction into the worlds of physics and engineering. The gamification of education is a growing trend, but what does it mean for our children's future in the sciences?
I think the science cuts are going to have a great negative impact in terms of allowing children to really explore their curiosity for science and just giving them the structure to learn in and to realise what they enjoy within science. It's that area of children's minds that won't be developed with these budget cuts. They won't be seeing the everyday occurrence of science and kind of that appreciation for everything around them.
According to the Joint Council for Qualifications, there was a 3.2 rise in A-levels taken in physics between 2012 and 2014, along with a 3.3 rise in chemistry uptake and a 0.2% in biology.
Games and learning and education are converging. We're seeing more and more people try to capture the excitement and attention of young people by placing their learning within a game. Kids love playing games, so do grown-ups. Games are inherently fun, but they are a tool that can be used to educate. I think when you look at Kerbal Space Program, it is a sandbox world that allows the user to have as much fun as they want to without any repercussions. So they can experiment with different components, different technologies, different ways to build rockets and launch rockets into space. And I think that through that very nature, you're learning about the realities of launching spaceships. But if you were to take it back a level, I mean, you're learning about physics, you're learning about gravity and speed and thrust, and you learn firsthand how to go about doing that. I think that's a fantastic tool to put in the hands of young minds.
Games like Kerbal Space Program can teach people about science through a sort of passive learning, and because the game is quite a real-world simulation in a lot of ways in terms of orbital dynamics and rocket science and things like that, you end up learning a lot about these quite niche areas of science that ordinarily would be very out of access to you.
Further figures from the Higher Education Statistics Agency's student records shows that between 2004 and 2014, the number of students studying biology, sciences at university in the UK rose by 62,000 and physical sciences rose by 18,000. This trend, however, could be stopped in their tracks by the cuts to science lessons.
I think the next generation really will be inspired by Tim Peake and many other astronauts that head up to the International Space Station to really enjoy science and to appreciate it and the dividends that it can have.